Cold mate experience. I'm nervous.
It's popular.
It's really good.
Oh wow.
It's really good.
This is delicious. So we've been out and about. I'm gonna show you what we got so far. First, this abacus. I saw this at a little antique shop and I thought it was so cute. It reminded me of my childhood because I did abacus when I was like in elementary school. There was this program called UC Mass. If anybody did it in Ghana, you would know. Argentina is really known for their Fernet, it's called. It's like this dark alcoholic beverage. I'm actually not sure the origins, but we were walking at the San Telmo market. We saw some people selling this. I think this was 3,000 pesos, which is like a little less than $3. And how cute is this? You guys are gonna die. Actually, you're not gonna die. You're gonna live in Jesus' name. But look at these. Okay, I'm not making an announcement because I know people have been belly watching ever since I got married. I'm not pregnant. It's so weird. If I was, I would tell you. I'm not helping myself here. There's these women that sell these little crochet baby stuff, and I kept seeing those stalls, like crochet baby stalls, and I was like, it would be so fun to get something for my future kids down the line and be like, oh, we got it in Argentina. I think I'm gonna just start shopping for them, especially as we travel, because it would just be so fun to just say, oh, we got this for you in Argentina, we got this for you in Madrid. I'm thinking ahead. Look at this. Look at this. How cute. I literally was like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I need to have it. And then we went to a tea store and had some tea, but then I also got some tea to bring back. So this is what it looks like. Look at this. How cute is this? I got this, I think I got this in Argentina as well. I forgot to show you this belt that I'm wearing. I got this at a vintage store called Do Vintage. Orange belt. And I've been basically wearing it with every outfit now. It just is like a nice pop of color for a pretty basic outfit. Just adds a little bit of something. I love the width of it. And when I got it, I didn't see this at the time, but it says Clara on it. That's my sister's name, so I thought I was meant to get this. I told Lucas when I saw it, I was like, I've been looking for a thick, like bright, either orange or yellow, but mainly orange, and I feel like I had saved a picture on my Pinterest of like a girl with a bright orange belt, and I've been on the hunt for it for like a year. And Lucas was like, sure, you always say that when you buy something, you've been looking for it for a while. But this I truly had been looking for it for a while, so I was happy to find this in this thrift store that we walked into. So when we went to the asado, which is like a traditional Argentine barbecue, we walked away with one of these I bought. Apparently there's something about Argentina and these penguin pictures. It's like a long history. I don't remember what the lady said, but it was cute, and I was like pouring wine out of it and it looked very fun. So I'm like, let me get that. These we got from the Museum of Latin. These were our favorite paintings on display, and they had them in little cards. I think this is a postcard. We're gonna like frame it. I don't think we're gonna use it as a postcard. We're just gonna frame it and have them around. Thank you for watching my Buenos Aires haul.
Yeah, alright.
176 pages in, and she finally ate the cockroach. She finally ate the cockroach. 170 pages in. 176, I think. maybe 12 more pages left to go. I'm glad I powered through. I'm glad this is The Passion According to GH by Clarice Lispector. Determined to finish this tomorrow because Lucas's parents are leaving on Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday. They're leaving on Monday. We're not going to see them on Monday. Tomorrow is the last day we're going to see them, and I want to give them this book to take back to LA. We gave them a bunch of stuff to take back to LA because as we're traveling, we're trying to keep our things small, but we also want to buy things for the house, apartment, for ourselves. So they were like, if you guys want us to take things back for you, we will. So they took like 2 bags worth of things, 2 medium-sized plastic bag worth of things, and they took all the books that I read in Brazil. And I want to finish this one. I'm gonna finish this one today so that I can give it to them tomorrow to take it with them, so then I can buy more books, and then I don't have like a bunch of books I've already read with me everywhere I go. That's the thing about digital nomading. We're trying to keep our things minimal, but we also want to shop and be able to go back home and have things with us that we bought from different countries. So I had a plan to like ship a box in each country, but I haven't even thought about that at all because we've either just paid for an overweight bag, and then next month we're gonna see Lucas's parents again, so we're gonna do the same thing if we do accumulate more things. But I wanted to give you the news that she has finally eaten the roach, and we're getting there. We're getting to the end. This book was hard, not gonna lie. I'll give my full review in a bit, but it's been a tough read for me. Maybe I'm just not in the headspace for it, but yeah, it hasn't been the most fun. Literally 10 minutes later, but I finally finished The Passion According to GH. I feel like this is one that I'll have to reread. I simply just have to reread. There's a lot of things that I missed, and maybe I was going through fast, but it was just so confusing for me. I saw this review that helped me, and the girl said, are you going to understand it? No. Are you going to come across some of the most beautiful sentences you've ever seen in your life? Yes. And I think that's what I took away from this book, is that I was lost. I was, to be frank, lost the entire time. But then there would be some paragraphs or some pages that would just completely blow my mind. For example, I feel like she said something so beautiful in this book about hope. She said, I want to know if hope is a contemporization with the impossible, or if it was a way of delaying what's possible now, and which I only don't have out of fear. So is hope something that we are using to protect ourselves from something that we could have now if we weren't afraid of it? Are we hoping for something that we could have now, but we're just scared of having it now, so we're just hoping for it? And I think that's very beautiful. So yeah, little nuggets like that, I appreciate it. The book also talks about God in a way that I thought was very interesting and in a way that I really liked. And she said something along the lines of how the more of God we want, the more that we will have. We will have what we need. And so when we need something, we will have it. And so the more of God we need is the more of God we have. However much God we need is however much God exists to us. And I thought that was a very profound thought as well. Next up, though, is somebody who has been compared to Clarice. This is Die My Love by Ariana Horowitz. Heard that it's being translated into it's being made into a movie that's starring Jennifer Lawrence as the lead. So I'm excited to read this, but it's, I think one of the authors in here, celebrating lust and bolshiness with an intensity worthy of Clarice Lispector. I'm not running away from her just yet. I'm excited for this one. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, that is The Passion According to GH. I think I will reread this because, yeah, some of these themes were very, very good and insightful. And I want to reread it again. You fully let it sink in at some point. Okay, everyone's wearing a sticker.
Hello. I mean, mainly propane. Yeah.
We are touring a church in Buenos Aires.
It's bigger than anywhere else. But because this is a nice neighborhood, we've seen like some celebrities come to it, things like that. So like, we're very happy.
So the church that we've been going to while we're here in Buenos Aires is called Saddleback. There's actually a location in the US. There's one in Buenos Aires. So we've been going to Saddleback and they're having a young adults night right now. So that's where we are. It's almost 12 a.m. but the party's still going.
Yes, my brother brought it, but I'm not really sure what brand it is.
Yeah, that's one thing. The US has a lot of portable speakers.
It's super useful.
JBL is my favorite brand.
I like JBL too.
Mickey.
I didn't know it was gonna be at your house.
Yeah.
Okay, can we not tell you? I'll show you guys.
Is there any more chairs?
Cold mate experience. I'm nervous.
It's popular.
It's really good.
Oh wow.
It's really good.
This is delicious.
And the cold version is called tereré.
Cold tereré?
Tereré. That's the name of the mate.
Is it hot?
When it's
Am
cold.
I allowed to give it to Lucas?
So you don't. So you drink the whole thing.
Oh, it's juice. Oh, okay.
And then that's the cold version. The hot version is with just water, and you can sometimes put like if you want to sweeten it, so like sugar or some people honey. You can sweeten the water instead of them pouring the sugar into the mate.
But you need to try it like with no sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make some hot wine too.
Yeah.
You every time.
Wow.
So you just build the structure.
You want me to hold it while you pour or you're good? Okay.
First one, I'll have the first one.
Yes.
Usually it's like the first pancake, you know?
Yeah.
Is this super hot? Like, will it burn my tongue or no? I don't think it'll burn your tongue, but it's pretty hot. Like, it's like a hot cup of tea.
Yeah.
It smells good. It burned your tongue.
A little bit.
She doesn't like drinking really hot stuff.
I'm sorry. I only drink really hot stuff.
I like the flavor of the herbs though.
That's better than I got. I did not like it the first time I tried it.
Maybe just for lighting, if I'm being serious, it's not that good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's way better like that. Are you even drinking it?
I am.
You like it?
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. I'm taking a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Nice.
Calm and comforting and warm and fuzzy up here, and like, I love it. I would much rather unwind watching my favorite creator. Any reviews?
Good morning. It is our last week in Buenos Aires. And it is very bittersweet because we're going to Madrid next. I'm really excited to discover Madrid. But as you guys know, I've said it a million times, I have fallen deeply, deeply, deeply in love with Argentina. And the thought of leaving Buenos Aires is really, really sad. I've had the best time, and this is our life, our day-to-day life in Buenos Aires, what we get up to, our favorite spots that we have been going to get coffees and little things in the morning, our favorite ways to spend time around the city. We're gonna be eating some of our favorite meals or trying new restaurants that have been on our lists. Just kind of putting a nice little bow on this lovely gift that has been the month of February in Argentina. Right now, I'm about to call an Uber because I'm gonna head to the Malba. It's a really big contemporary museum, and I went there maybe 2 weeks ago with Lucas, and I had posted some plates, and Drew commented and said that he really wanted the plate. And I agree, I loved the plates when I took a picture of them because they were just so beautiful. But I thought that I would go back and just get it for him because why not? Lucas's parents are leaving tonight. So they kind of live a little bit close to the museum. So I'm gonna go to the museum and then I'm going to get the plate. Hopefully it's not too expensive. I said that if it's less than $35 for just like one little plate, I'll get it. But honestly, I don't know how much it's gonna cost, and maybe it's more. But I'll try and get the smallest size that they have, and then I'm gonna get it. Hopefully, wrap it in some paper, and then go to their hotel, my in-laws' hotel, and give it to them because we've just been giving up them a bunch of stuff that we don't want to carry around with us, and they're heading back to Los Angeles this night. So this is my last chance to get the plate, give it to them so that they can go home with it, and then hopefully I'll ship it to Drew whenever I get the chance. But yeah, so let's go to the museum now. Mind you, it's 5 a.m. Hello, beautiful people. So this next portion of the video is going to be a little guide to Buenos Aires. This is what I believe are some of the must-see or do things in Argentina. And so if you're watching and you're planning a trip to Argentina and you are on this video for things that you should do, places to go, I've got it for you. We loved the coffee shop, cafe culture in Buenos Aires specifically. It was so lovely just being able to hop into different coffee shops almost every morning just to sit down, draw, journal, read my Bible. It was so beautiful, just quiet, calm, and luxurious. And the mornings were very quiet because a lot of people weren't on the streets yet. So without further ado, here are my top 10 things to see and do in Buenos Aires. Number 1, El Ateneo Grand Splendid. Now, this bookstore, I got a lot of comments in my last video telling me to go to El Ateneo, but I was reading them all and laughing because I was like, ha, ha, ha. They don't know that I already went. It was magical, like magical. I'm so glad that I got to see it This is a theater turned bookstore, and so many different levels. It was gorgeous, and they had a little show even in the dining area, a little animatronics electronics show. So it was really cool, and I walked around looking at some
I always
books.
have to find the English books section. They have this, which I'm kind of, I have an aversion to like large books right now because there's only so much luggage space. There's this, which is quite pricey, but I've heard a lot about it. It's 19,000 pesos. This is Kafka's Metamorphosis, and I think it was compared to, a lot of people compare The Passion According to GH by Clarice Lispector, so very interesting, but I don't think I want to read this. This was my favorite book in the entire world for years. It is such a good book. Looking for Alaska by John Green.
I loved spending my morning here. I think I got like a chai latte, or yeah, I think I got a chai latte and like a tiramisu, and they were pretty good. I was impressed with the kind of food that they had. And I had so much fun wandering down the halls and just recording. Lots of people taking photos here. So if you go here, just know that you will be photobombing a lot of people because lots of people are taking photos. But how can't you? It's gorgeous. Secondly, this place, oh my gosh, you guys. If there's only one thing to do in Buenos Aires, I would say it's this Argentine barbecue house. This is 40 minutes away from Palermo and like inner city Buenos Aires. So be prepared for a little bit of a journey, but it was just amazing. We had this, I saw this on TikTok and I just knew I had to go. It's a large, like the only way I can describe it is like a chop bar. It's like a large chop bar. And people are just there, very casual, like a huge dining room, and the best, smokiest cooked meat you will ever see in your life. They had a little bit of a waiting period, so we were outside waiting. But once we got inside, our name was called, we got inside. Oh my goodness, they have a long list of meats and appetizers and drinks and stuff. This was one of my favorite days. Like, I'm so glad we got here and we made it. This was, I think, a Sunday afternoon or something. And it was beautiful. It was amazing. I highly, highly recommend this barbecue.
9.
9. Do you have a number? No.
Dad will give 1.
8.2. 8.2.
I love this jazz bar. I want to let you guys listen to the music, but this jazz bar was a gorgeous way to spend my night. Desde Asia, I could be in the store for hours. Just leave me in the store, and this is my Disneyland. It was so good. These are like antique,
vintage, unique things sourced from Asia. Kind of like a mid to high price point of things. I ended up actually getting a mug, actually a kettle, a teapot, and 2 little mugs. And it is so cute. I can't wait to get back to the States and start using it. But I loved this store. This was in my neighborhood in Palermo, and the ladies were so nice. And I just want to show you guys my Airbnb rooftop because I could just lay here all day. We had big plans of coming and spending the day here working. It's so funny. Traveling around, we started to realize that when we get to a country, we have so many plans for how we're going to spend the month. And that's usually just not how we spend the month. We had so many plans to come up here and just study, work. And that didn't happen, but we loved it all the same. We came here after work one time and just had wine and just looked outside. The view, it was gorgeous. I miss it so much. And I just have to big shout out my Saddleback Church, Buenos Aires. I feel like a part of my heart is in Saddleback, you guys. I need to maybe go visit them when we're in the States. I never heard of this church. Lucas knew of it. But yeah, there's a location in the States and the location in Buenos Aires. We met the loveliest people. So I just feel like I have a piece of my heart with this church. And then Cochinchina Bar. I had to include this bar. Because, sorry, my mouth is so dry. I had to include this bar. This bar was so beautiful. I think it was like a French Asian fusion bar. We had dumplings, which were very tasty. I wanted them to be a little hotter than they were. They were a little cold, but that's okay. We also had crudo, which felt more like ceviche, but the flavor was perfect. And their drinks. I think the drinks here was really what stood out to me the most. And the design. The music was also really good. They had an in-house DJ just like giving us some music, which was always nice. And I loved it. I loved that I got to see it. Next up is Paul French Gallery. Now, this gallery is a gem in Buenos Aires. It's like you walk in and it's like a garden, but then there's a tea house, there's like a little pastry shop, and there's a huge store that's selling like design and home decor stuff. So this is another one of the places where you can just spend hours. If you need an afternoon activity, definitely spend here. I came here, this was my 3rd time actually with my in-laws when they were visiting Buenos Aires, but I'd been here twice before because when I found it, I just couldn't believe it was real. And then I brought Lucas again, but then I brought his parents, and as you can see, they were having some good times. And we walked in and just started walking around, looking at some decor. It was such a nice time. And their tea was so delicious. So yeah, get the menu, get some pastries. Oh, the pastries were so good. Okay, next, the NYC cookie. The NYC cookie. So good. We were missing New York City, and God sent this lady from Buenos Aires, Saddleback as well. So many lovely people in Saddleback Church. But this lady we met in Saddleback was the owner of NYC Cookie, and they just made like NYC style cookies, think Levain or something like that. Crumble. I would say this was a mix of Levain and Crumble. The cookies were delicious. So good. Please go there. If you're in Buenos Aires, the cookies were a little bit pricey. You go there, you're thinking these cookies are pricey, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. And that is my 10 things to do. I don't know, was that 10? I can't count. If that wasn't 10, that's fine. That might not have been 10. But these are the things to do in Buenos Aires. Bye.
Okay, it's the last day of our time in Buenos Aires. We leave tomorrow morning, and I just have to go get my ceramics. It's Friday. They said that I should come get it on Tuesday, and I had been procrastinating because first they said, oh, come get it on Saturday, and then I went on Saturday and they're like, oh, come get it on Tuesday, and then I got a little annoyed. So I'm going to get it right now because they're gonna close in 30 minutes and they don't open till 3 tomorrow, and I leave at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I need to go get it, else I'm in trouble. Look at this gorgeous apartment. Look at this gorgeous apartment. I am so sad to leave it. So sad to leave it. Goods are secured. Okay, first I'll show you this small one that I made. I was trying to do a mate cup, but I wasn't quite successful, so I just ended up making a little bowl, and I'm thinking it might be like a ring holder or jewelry like holder by a bedside table. I love the color, and I tried to do a little design around on the sides. I was really frustrated because it wasn't smooth, like a smooth bowl, but I actually think the textures and the curviness of it all adds a little je ne sais quoi. And now, are you ready for it? Final piece. I'm obsessed, you guys. How cool. This turned out way better than I thought. I mean, this crack in here, I'm not too fond of, but that was my problem. Like, I did this, I just hope it doesn't crack any further, else it's gonna be so bad. But look at, she was like, oh, just make a dish. And I wanted to do the jinyame, but then when I started drawing it, I realized I wouldn't be able to like fully paint it unless I carved it out. And so that's how I started to carve it out. And I honestly, it came out way better than I expected. Absolutely stunning. Are you guys proud of me? Yeah, it came out really good. I'm really proud of this. This, I obviously cannot use it as a plate to eat off of, but it will definitely live somewhere in my apartment. So yeah, these are the things I made in my 2 weeks ceramics intensive course in Buenos Aires at Ceramics del Patio, if any of you guys are here. They don't speak English, of course. I can't expect them to, but there was a girl who spoke English, so she helped me throughout the whole class. So great. That's my stuff. Argentina, we're gonna miss you, but we're off to, can you guess?
Probably not for